Sri Aurobindo Mira is my refuge. Om Ma, Om Ma, Om Ma. Namaste, good morning, welcome all of you. Today, the topic of this spiritual discussion will be on supramental manifestation. The great topic, the great announcement, the great event we are going to discuss in a brief. That is the topic, the caption will be supramental manifestation. Initially we have discussed something on supermind, superman, etc. So today this topic will be something different on the supramental manifestation. So when we are going to discuss about the supramental manifestation, this famous line, the famous message of the mother, we will try to remember. Rather, we will try to quote, the greatest moments are least noisy. Beautiful, really interesting. The greatest moments are the least noisy. The manifestation of a new world is not proclaimed by beat of drums. Just imagine how gloriously Mother has described the event in a very amicable manner, very interesting manner, very influential manner rather. The greatest moments are least noisy. The manifestation of a new world is not proclaimed by the beat of drums. Everything is silence, silence, silence. The great silence, everything is happening. Nobody is aware. Nobody knows. Nobody is feeling, realizing what happening, what is going on. So for that, what will be the condition? Sri Aurobindo quotes here. The mind must be silent to allow the supramental consciousness to take its place. Here everything depends upon the mind. Mind must be silent to allow the supramental consciousness to take its place. So everything depends upon the mind's silence. Mind must be silent before the things will happen, supramental consciousness to take place. So what is the primary condition? How will be the environment? What will be the minimum essential thing what will be the preparatory ground for the supramental descent or supramental manifestation? Cleanliness is the first indispensable step towards supramental manifestation. This is the initial step. The very first step for the supramental manifestation is cleanliness. Then next. So we must keep the temple clean if we wish to install there the living presence. Everything must be clean. Cleanliness is the very indispensable and first indispensable step. All our life, all our work must be a constant aspiration towards the supramental perfection. Supramental manifestation, initially it was used, now another term is used, supramental perfection, the dual word, supramental perfection. All our life, all our work must be a constant aspiration towards supramental perfection. It will be aspiration and a constant aspiration towards the supramental perfection. Above the mind, there are several layers of consciousness that we know. Above the mind, there are several levels of conscious beings. Among such which the really divine world is what Sri Aurobindo has called supermind, the world of the truth. We know while grading while differentiating the layers of the hierarchy of mind, we know mind, then comes your spiritual mind, then supermind. In the spiritual mind, the different layers are coming. They are actually higher mind, they are illumined mind, intuitive mind, then overmind. After this overmind comes supermind. We know overmind is the passage to the supermind. Supermind is denominated, it is actually very much detected by the world of truth. So Sri Aurobindo quotes here, above the mind there are several layers of conscious being, among which the really divine world is what Sri Aurobindo has called it supermind, the world of truth. Only truth that exists in the world of the supermind. It is the divine truth consciousness that is there. It is only when supramental manifestation in the body mind that the presence can be permanent. very interesting and very much applicable concept is there. It is appealing also. It is only when the supramental manifests in the body and mind, only when the supramental manifests in the body and mind, that its presence can be permanent. Unless otherwise it is not manifesting, the supramental is not manifesting in body and mind, the presence won't be permanent. It is only temporary, or it is only a realization, only a vision. So for this presence to be permanent, supramental should manifest in the body mind. Here in the course next, when the supramental manifests, when it manifests, how shall we know when the manifestation is there? What will be the symptom? How shall we get the output? What should be our realization? Sri Aurobindo speaks of, when the supramental manifests an unequaled joy, not only joy, unequaled joy, uncomparable, unequaled joy spreads over the earth, not only in a limited boundary, limited country, limited state, or whatever is continents, rather, it in the entire, on the entire, over the earth, say an unequal joy must be felt. The supramental force has the power to transform even the darkest hate into the luminous peace. Now, this on the upper hemisphere, there is no place for hate, only peace, boundlessness, infinity, peace, liberty, every ecstasy, everything is there in the upper hemisphere. While we come into the lower hemisphere, where we people are being possessed, we are living and getting possessed by this lower hemisphere under these circumstances, under this environment. So it is only hate, agony. So these are the things that is existing here, just opposing to that of the larger upper hemisphere. So when the supramental force descends, and with the influence of this supramental force, with the action of this supramental force, this force has the power to transform even the darkest happy hope, darkest hate into the luminous peace. That is the bitterest, darkest peace, hate must be transformed into the luminous peace. It is the only with the power of because supramental power has the power of transformation. Supramental force has the power of transformation. It can only transform. Then supramental consciousness is a conscious of the supreme in his totality. What is the supramental consciousness? For different words we have seen that actually supramental manifestation, supramental force, supramental manifestation, super mind, then supramental power. Now another thing is that the supramental consciousness is the consciousness of the supreme in his totality. This is what the beautiful definition, this is the certain abiding definition Sri Aurobindo provides us. The supramental consciousness is the consciousness of the supreme in his totality. When I say, Sri Aurobindo speaks, when I say his totality, I mean supreme in his aspect of the manifestation that is going on. Supreme in his aspect of the manifestation, so he uses his totality. Then next one, the supramental world. After this supramental consciousness comes another word also, we find the dual word. So the supramental word, conjugal word, the supramental word has to be formed and or created in us by the divine will. This world cannot be created by any amateur or any possessor or any engineer or somebody else, or any gods rather. It will be created only by the divine will, and as the result of a constant expansion and perfecting, due by the process of constant expansion and by the process of perfecting and the constant expansion, these are the two conditions which are initially and foremost, which has got these two have the requirement, so that this world, supramental world, can be formed and created. For the creation of the supramental world, the major thing is necessary, the most indispensable condition and the most required thing is that constant expansion of self and constant expansion and self-perfecting. These are the two things required. Then comes, that is to say, However great, however only it is a group law, not nothing depends on the individual. Individual can aspire, they can proceed, they can do the sadhana. But thing is that for this manifestation, a group is required. Sri Aurobindo quotes it. That very good thing it is quoted here. That is to say, however great, however conscious, however powerful he may be, one avatar can himself realize the supramental life on earth. Very much assuring, and it is very much implicting concept, implicting line. It is the instruction that it is a group. So however great, however conscious, however powerful he may be, even the avatar can't be by himself realize the supramental life on earth. Another time another twin word we are getting, supramental life. So on earth it is either a group at in time or existing over a period time. It must be a group over a time or existing over a period of time, or a group spread out in space. Perhaps both, whatever is told, a group in time existing over a period time, or a group spread out in space, perhaps both, one and two. So that are the indispensable for the realization. I am convinced of it, Mother says. That it is the group law, even for the avatar this realization won't come. So for these people who will be the new one, what will be the condition? That lightness, no heaviness, no tamas, no unconsciousness has the place. So there is only lightness. Second condition is adaptability to any demands. Change, it can change. No inertia, no incapability. It has to change to offer. It is ready for the any demands. Third one is plasticity. Stand the attacks of the any hostile forces what is coming. So there must be a plasticity in it. Fourth one is the luminosity. Stop of light. Only light. So this is Jyotirmayata. This luminosity will be there. So these are the condition. Each will be have the radiate the supramental glory. Another term comes as the supramental glory. So we can recall little bit upon the mother's vision of this boat vision. When she saw the vision, people are being carried from one side of the river to the other side, and mother is there doing all those things, preparing, and these people who will be carried over to the next side, they will be the permanent inhabitants there, we know. Sri Aurobindo mother says, the supramental worlds exist permanently, I am there permanently in a supramental body. A huge boat, symbolic representation of a place where this work is going on, like a city, fully organized. Ship reaches the shore of the supramental world, and the first group of people who were destined to become the future inhabitants of that supramental world were here to disembark. Everything, that is another term, supramental world. So fast landing it is seen. So mother says, I am in charge of the whole thing from the beginning and all time. I had prepared all groups myself. Then Sri Aurobindo's mother, another thing is that supramental word is a mother speaks of a permanent, and that my presence is there permanent. Mother speaks of, mother assures, mother says yes with definiteness. Supramental world is permanent, and that my presence there is also permanent. Then Sri mother remembers and quotes, Sri Aurobindo came upon the earth from the supreme emanation of the supreme to announce the manifestation of a new race and a new world, that is supramental. So it is the thing when it manifested. Mother says, I brought the hammer and struck at the door, and this door broke down, and immediately that those forces, supramental forces, rushes, supramental light, supramental force and consciousness rushed in like a sea upon the earth. It was there in the uninterrupted powerful flow. It was there. Mother felt nobody will be there. It was happened in the playground, but the thing is there nobody could be able to know. Only 5, 3 from outside, 2 from ashram were able to get in events. So 4 great events have been taken place. Siege of Troy, called created Hela, life and crucifixion of Jesus, exile of Krishna, and the colic of the Mahabharata war.